Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna do a report from the May and June tournaments. We'll discuss May first, which we did not have a tournament in May. We had to move it. Reason being is we had a lot of rain. River came up, starting to go down. Looked like we were gonna be able to have it. Then we caught a lot, like another 11 inches or whatever it was. River shot way up. We called it and decided to just vote on it with the club to move the date, and we did that. So now the Calcasieu May tournament will now be in June on the 29th. So that's the last Saturday of June. So that we just moved that tournament over because of the high waters, and I think we're going to be fine now. It's just starting to recede. Even with, I don't think we're going to have any more of this crazy rain. At least I hope not. I don't know that we can stand anymore. But by then, I think the river should be, well within good fishing times, and should look like it should come for that date, and then we'll move to July, which will be on the Sabine River, and that one's on July 28th, and that one should be also another good. I think, I know that the Sabine kind of got hit hard with that drought last year. I'm guessing that's what happened to it. I know the fishing reports haven't been great over there, or I haven't heard any. So hopefully something's happening and the fishing will get better. I don't know. But I think we'll be, as far as river levels and the way they look, I think they're going to be fine for the rest of the year. So that'll be a plus on our side. Okay, so the Toledo tournament. Toledo was what I thought it would be. June tournament in Toledo, at least for our club, is horrible. It's just that last year it was horrible. This year, horrible. I expected it to be, and it met my expectations. But I don't know, man. It fished. I think it fished a little tougher than I thought it would. We had 17 guys show up for the tournament, and that's kind of a low number for us. But we had, I think, 5 that were coming, and then things happened. We had some medical problems, and then I think the other 2 were job related deals where one of them had to work late and couldn't make it, whatever it was. But so it would have been a pretty good sized tournament had that not happened. But hey, things happen. People. It's life, man. It's just how it goes. But still not a bad turnout. But the stats kind of run like this for it. 17 guys fishing. Guys and gals, I should say. Don't want to leave the women out. There were 23 fish caught for a whopping 32.30 pounds, which gave us an average fish of about 1.40, an average stringer of about 1.90. Big bass was 420, which it was bigger than that, but he had a dead fish penalty. It was dead, so we had to knock off some weight for that. And then let's see who it was. So first place went to Jared Bushnell and Terry Hornsby at 961. They had 5 fish. Mark Roy and Chris Hemker had 532. They had 2 fish. Myself and Susie had 4 fish that went 404. And Chris had the big bass at 420. So that's kind of how that played out. Man, it was tough. I don't know. We caught some fish early, and then it just shut down. Shut down. I went deep. I went to points. I went to some channel swings. I fished 17 foot on the 25. Plenty of bait, saw fish. Just, I couldn't give them a bite for anything. I don't know. I didn't see any schools, which I don't know. It was weird. I was fishing on the Louisiana side. I fished probably, I don't know, 9 different places. I mean, I went all over the place, and nothing, man. I mean, I didn't see any schools of bass at all. So I saw individual. I saw, you know, a couple of them, but I mean, I wasn't seeing them on the graph. I wasn't seeing early in the morning when the water was really slick. I had nothing busting, nothing anywhere. So it was just weird. Now they had a lot of bait fish. One of the coves I went in had a shad spawn. They were flickering all over the place. So I don't know. It was just a day that was, I don't know, the high pressure maybe that was on us. I don't know. I really don't have an excuse other than they just did not bite, and obviously for the majority of us. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that, but it was pretty bad. The lake itself, if you're looking at going to Toledo, it's very high right now. I mean, I think it's the highest I've ever seen it. It's high. It's the Louisiana side, which I still to this day can't explain, has no grass, none. I didn't find any. I know the Texas side's full. It's just the craziest thing I've ever seen, but it is what it is. I don't know how you kill grass on one side or get rid of grass on one side, not the other, or how things, I don't know. That's just weird. But there is zero. I mean, you can go over there and drag a treble hook with a weight behind it all the way across that thing, and you're not coming up with grass, dude. It's bad. I know the fish are still there. I know it's just a thing. And we had guys that went to the Texas side and fished in the grass and didn't do well. They didn't play. I mean, you know, so I don't know. It was weird. The lake though, all in all, the water was pretty. They're obviously pulling water right now. So I mean, everything was set up. It was hot, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't, you know, I'm gonna pass out any minute hot, but it was pretty hot, but should have. I mean, there was plenty of brim up, shallow. You know, that early morning, I thought we would have caught something shallow on top water or something, and just, I mean, it just wasn't. I caught one on a frog, I think, and that was it. I caught 2 on a frog, but 1 keeper on a frog. But it was tough. I don't know. I went out through everything to throw deep, you know, and nothing. So it is what it is. It was still, hey, someone had to win. That's how it always is. So anyway, let's look at our top 10 as of right now. John Ledoux's in first place with 584. Jimmy Brown second place with 570. Joey Romero 537 in third place. Jeremy Nichols 514 in fourth. Austin is in fifth with 513. I'm in sixth with 465. Mike Brown is in seventh with 444. Jared Bushnell is in eighth with 429. Leslie Bowen is in ninth with 403. And Casey McDonald is in 10th with 378. So we are 6 tournaments in now. So that means there's going to be some drops taking place, and you're going to start kind of seeing some shifting here and there. Next tournament will be the first tournament for drops. So you ought to see some movement, maybe, but you should. And, you know, for those people that had some really bad tournaments that's bringing their thing low, or they missed a tournament, you know, now you're going to kind of start seeing those shifts in the next 3 tournaments. You'll see some moving. So if you're still kind of down there, or you're right on the edge or whatever, I mean, there's this is the time, man. Three tournaments, you can make it happen. So keep that in mind. I am looking for right now. You know, I mean, this is the kind of year it is, man. Our biggest stringer right now, year to date, is 1149, and our biggest fish right now is 518. So, still got a chance for that big bass. Boy, that stringer is going to be tough to, you know, on the rivers. Well, heck, that big bass is going to be tough on the rivers, but it can happen. But there's still a chance. So hopefully everybody will be at the next three, and you know, hopefully the fish will be biting better, and we'll close out a year on a good note. So anyway, until next time, guys, we'll see y'all then and give y'all an update later.